motherfuckers. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
All right, there is Robert Clotworthy. Robert Clotworthy, the voice of Ancient Aliens. Robert, good evening. Welcome to a magnificent spring night. Hi.
Well, hello, Walter. Thank you for having me on again. Seems like it's been forever. Or no, actually, it seems like it was just yesterday, even though it was just a week ago.
Yes, exactly.
But man, has crazy stuff been happening this last week. Are you kidding me?
Share with me what the most amazing, crazy things have been in your opinion.
Well, I'll tell you, I have come back and we've started working on some new shows, and I was able to talk to a couple of the producers about it, because last week we left it off wondering what the heck is going on. What is the attitude of the producers of the show with all this information that's coming out? And I'm telling you, they're a tad frustrated because we're not getting the information that we want. Where is the 4K video? They think that there's a bit of a wall that's been placed up, that what we're seeing is just the crumbs on the side of the plate, as Ross would say. So we're digging deep. We're not going to take no for an answer, and we're going to find some information that when we put it on the show is going to be truly earth-shattering, I believe, or universe-shattering.
I believe a part of the problem is semantics. The president said he was going to release all the UFO files. He was going to release all the UAP files. Consider that that's exactly what's happened. All of the files are of unidentified pictures, phenomena, technology, unidentified. Everything's unidentified. The identified stuff, he didn't say he was going to release.
I had not thought of that, and that explains a heck of a lot.
Because he didn't, remember, he's a man of hyperbole. And when he said, I'm going to do this, he didn't seem very excited. And he even fluffed it. He said, I guess some people will want to see it. And it's the UFO stuff, the UAP. I guess that's what he said. He said, I guess some people will want to see it. And that's what they've released. In that package, which I was shocked and appalled at, and I'm sure you saw it, in the package of what was released was an interview Walter Cronkite did on TV with Apollo astronauts.
As if that was some top secret conversation they had.
But it was, and then everything else was blips on a screen, stuff far away. They have managed to release federal video that's worse than anything you would have made with an 8mm.
Yeah, these are what, $2 billion jets. You think that somebody would have a cloth that would wipe the lens on the camera before they go up, so we can see some good stuff? Yeah.
I think that's the problem. I think he kept his word, and one day the joke will come out. He'll say, "I said unidentified. I have shown you all the stuff. We can't figure out what it is. Maybe you can figure out what it is." That might be their position. The other thing I've always considered is that it may be a joke among presidents. There may be nothing. And as long as they say, well, I can't release the information, that makes them powerful. It means they have the information. It means it's up to them to release it. And the joke between presidents is there isn't anything. But if we keep saying we have it and we can't release it, it keeps us powerful.
I do believe that there is stuff out there. I refuse to believe that all of this is just a bunch of nothing. That does not make logical sense to me. But you may be right. Maybe they don't even know what the truth is. Perhaps they're not in the need to know camp.
Yeah, only Mulder and Scully know what the secret is. Yeah. Now, Robert Clotworthy, have you shot any new episodes? Have any new episodes happened since the release, or have they been holding it off, hoping something new will appear?
It's interesting because I've gone in and we've basically been doing pickup sessions for the last couple of weeks. In fact, I'm doing one tomorrow on an episode that's I think going to be airing fairly soon. But it's about alien AI, so it's not really directly related to the new information that's coming out. But I'm going to talk to Max tomorrow, who is the main producer of the show, and kind of dig a little bit deeper to see what's happening behind the scenes. Because I have a feeling that the amount of information that's coming to us and from the people that are giving us this information, I'll give you one tidbit. I know that we did interview Bob Lazar, and
right.
And he's not a person that really promotes himself in any way. And so he's going to be on the show, and I'm sure that what he reveals is going to be some fascinating information. And we are at the tip of the spear. I mean, we're the granddaddy. We're the one that everybody wants to be on because everybody's watching our show. Everybody else is kind of following in our footsteps. So, when I think of Giorgio, when I think of William Henry, when I think of all David Childress, think of all the people that are on this show, these guys are committed. They're like rabid dogs going after a bone. They do not give up. So we're going to get that information out, and it's I, as the narrator, am getting people contacting me with information, and I'm probably the low man on the totem pole. So the information that's being released, that's coming to these guys, is got to be pretty astounding.
I think that David Childress could make a nice side hustle if he would just record himself saying, "Is it possible?" Because no one else says it as well. Is it possible? It could be
his line on the show is, "Why would they do that?"
Right. And why would this be kept from us? He's always outraged, no matter what it is. His face turns red. He's very annoyed. Whatever it is, he's very annoyed. And a very effective character, quite the character. Have you had Congressman Tim Burchett on the show?
Oh, I believe we have. Yes.
Also
Absolutely.
A very angry guy. Also a very angry man. And some listeners have suggested that Tim Burchett's outrage, I've seen this, I've been in a skiff, I know there's stuff they aren't showing us, could be obfuscation, could be distraction, that he knows there isn't anything, but he'll just keep yelling.
I guess the reason being that it gets him on television, gets him a little bit of name recognition.
Yeah. Robert
Clotworthy. I don't want to be cynical about all these guys. I want to believe that there's information they're just holding back. That if we force them, it'll have to be revealed.
Now that you're here, do you have any Oak Island news?
The guys are up in Oak Island working as we speak. So, the new season will be premiering, I think, usually premieres in November, I believe. Because they go up there sometime in May, and they work through September, October, and they're up there doing their thing. They're searching. I've not spoken to the producer of the show to find out what information or what's happening right at the moment, but I will find out.
Now, have they added any women to the cast of Oak Island?
Yeah, they've got a couple of women on the show.
Regularly?
Yeah, really? Especially with the archaeologists. So yes, absolutely. Right. I know that was something that was really lacking on the show, and it was nice to see. I know Gary Drayton's daughter has been on the show, Katya, and she's terrific, and she's very, very serious.
Oh, they're all very serious, Robert.
Yeah, I joke that if we find the Ark of the Covenant, it has to be like the Stanley Cup, that each one of us that is involved in the show gets to take it home for a day.
Exactly. That's exactly what they would have to do. The most interesting moment, the most interesting producer contribution to that show, a show I love and respect. Boy, do I respect Nielsen, so I respect that show. The most interesting moment, which was a producer moment, they find that tiny cross in in the sands there. They find that tiny cross, and then they find a match for the bas relief of it in a cave in France.
Yes.
That may have been a prison for the Knights Templar.
Yes.
I'm like, well, that's some homework there.
Yes. I'm telling you, we've got a good team that works on these shows. The research is amazing. When we put something on the air, just so you know, we make sure that it's factually correct. I have gone back and even with shows that aired maybe 2 years prior, I'll record something because something was inaccurate.
Wow.
So we make sure that everything is specific. If we say something happened in 1632 on December 11th, it did happen on December 11th, 1632.
What a fabulous job you have.
It's a lot of fun.
It's the best. Robert Clotworthy, a privilege to have you on the other side of midnight. I really am glad that we're friends. I'm glad that we do this, and I thank you very much for your time.
Oh, I love you too, Walter.